I'm very pleased to see you again, Lara.
I need Thor's belt to get his hammer, and I need the hammer to kill a god.
Right, now let's just make sure we've got the actual hammer selected. It's really nice though, the reds. The reds just giving that sense of danger or alertness or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, that's what I've got to say to you. I feel like a game now would be able to make all of this a bit more epic, going crazy with Thor's hammer. But it is kind of cool that we get to do this, like I said in a previous video. Core Design never let us really play with anything that we collected, whereas, well, I mean, there was never really a weapon. Well, I suppose the Dagger of Zion. You wouldn't want to stab anyone with that though, would you? I wonder if these guys are respawning and I need to just keep progressing. Oh, I should, oh no, wait, what was it? Was it, what was it? Oh, yeah. Oh, here we go, here we go. I still remember the first time I played that game and being like, oh, who is that? Who is that? I'm still not quite 100% sure how I feel about the resolution to this aspect of the story. I mean, I think ultimately I'm at a place now where I think it's good that Lara got closure. That, like, maybe if Lara's mother had still been alive, and she'd managed to get her out, I'm not sure how I'd feel. That might feel a bit too much of a happy ending. Unrealistically happy ending, if you understand what I mean. Oofed. Still, it's pretty harsh, isn't it? That's the end Lara's mother got.
My mother is dead. My mother is dead. My mother died a long time ago. You're not my mother. I've lived many times longer than your entire civilization, and I've never seen such delicious irony. When I heard what happened to the wife of the great Richard Croft, I knew I could set him on a desperate quest to find what I desired most. Then he betrayed me in Thailand, and for that, I killed him myself. But when you showed up with Thor's gauntlet, I knew I could send you off in your father's footsteps, confident they would lead us to this.
Was she mad?
Spot.
You seem to have forgotten what I would be holding.
When I made this creature for Amanda, she had no idea that my true purpose was to have the means to destroy you at this very moment. The two of you never suspected that you were mere actors in my play. And so it ends. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a serpent to raise.
Well, here's a thought. Could the doppelganger take Thor's gauntlets and belt and be the one to use the hammer herself, however you want to? Right, how did you get down here? I mean, seriously.
Amanda,
but the Midgard serpent will tear the world apart, and only Thor's hammer can stop it. Go. I'll hold them off.
Trust you remember to pick up the hammer, Lara. Oh, that doesn't seem to be doing... Was it not a... Okay, maybe I'm misremembering. I thought we could do a charged attack. Oh hiya! I was just wondering why nothing is happening. It seems to have suddenly gone very quiet. Ah yes. Oh, there she is with her wings stretched out. Now here's a question for you. I always think about this whenever I watch something like this, or like X-Men cartoon, like anything where people have got wings. Like, how do they put a jumper on? Seriously. And it's the same with characters with tails. How do they put their trousers on? You know, like when you're watching like when you're playing Skyrim or something, how do the Argonians put their trousers on with those big massive tails? It must be such a pain in the arse.
Shut it down!
Lara, unexpected, but I'm glad you're here. You should be allowed to see firsthand the fruits of your labor.
That's the Midgard serpent.
Of course not. Jormungandr is the network of tectonic ridges that encircles the Earth on the ocean floor. And we stand now on its weakest point, where the ancient supercontinent Pangea first broke in two. When this relic unleashes its fury below, the very seams of the planet will burst. The Midgard serpent will rise up and spew poison into the air. All the world will be consumed by fire and ash. Ragnarok! The seventh age is upon us!
Ah, there's that seventh age again. Right, okay. Out of time. Right, so jumping about and a lot of floating, right, where are we? I think we have to go into this one. Oh, hang on a minute. Shit, arsewang. Well, I guess the seventh age is upon us. No, wait. Checkpoints. It's fine. It's fine. Right, maybe we can jump on that one from here. Aha. Can I drop down? Ooh. Okay, I can't do that. I'm sure there was something to do with it. Or maybe not, maybe it's just the main platforms. Is that to lower myself? Oh, that's just for a health thingy. Right, platform please. Oh, is there ones there's not? Oh, maybe there's not. Oh, there's a secret. Can I say no to the... Oh no, it's not. It's a health thingy. Right, okay. Oh, this is where I... This is where I was, wasn't it? Yes, alright, okay. So it's a means of getting back up. Right, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Down we go. Oh, Lara, no, you have Thor's hammer. Don't pull out the pistols. Oh. Aha. So can we go up? No. Ah. No, she's absolutely determined she's not doing that. Hiya. Alright, okay, I guess we have to work our way up. Oh, so do we maybe have to stay down the bottom, get all of those thingies, and then work our way back up? Oh. Can that? Oh, maybe not. Right, that'll be another one. Let go, Lara. Right, now I believe there was a chap coming up. Yeah. Hiya. Just deal with you while I can. Boom. Oh, there's a secret. Oh no, it's a health thing. Oh, right, okay, so we're back here again. Right, so let's make our way up. Oh, right, okay. Right, okay, so there was 3 of them. I'm just trying to figure out what that other one is there with the... Okay, great, that was just the weirdest jump ever, Lara. Oh good, and it's herself. Oh no, oh no! Good. Oh no, is this us? Yes, right, okay, so we hit checkpoint when we, I mean, hopefully. Ah. Oh, Lara, the fate of the world is in your hands. Right, there we go. Right, get up. Destroy that thing. Okay. Oh, no, she mad. Oh, do we have to keep climbing up that thing to get to the next level of, No. Bloody hell. Oh, this? No. No. Oh, come on. Why is she letting go? I mean, that was blasts aren't hitting her. That's the one with the waterfall. I think that's, is that not just where we've been? Ah. That's where we've just been, so, I need to climb up some of these. Oh, I'm very confused and disorientated by a lot of what I'm looking at right now. Right, I think that's the one where I've just been so... Right, well I hit a checkpoint when I jumped here, so... But oh, but damn it, was I meant to jump up from a higher bit? Or to a higher bit? Oh, God, this game. Oh! Those look like hand climbing thingies, but I can't get to them. But that's the one I was just at, isn't it? Or is it? Yes, that's the one I've destroyed. So I've basically just got off where I was. Oh, Lara. It is very disorientating, this room. Right, I presumably need to get onto that higher platform if it would just be so kind as to catch up with us. Oh my God, Lara, get up. Get up. Right. And again, do I have to jump to that higher ledge? Bloody hell. Right, okay, I think that's... Oh! Now if Natalie comes along and blasts me, I'm gonna be so pissed! Oh my god, like I thought maybe jump upwards, but clearly not. Oh my god, Lara, please for the love of God, just climb up this. Oh god almighty, I'm jumping about the place. Right. And push it in. Right, okay. Can we... Because that would be asking too much to just be able to do that. I mean... why introduce a feature that you're just gonna... Like, surely we should be able to do our wall thingy just to get up to the top there, but... Why introduce a feature and then get rid of it because it's a bit inconvenient to your level design? Oh, Natla, could you give it a rest, please? Yeah. Oh. Oh god, this would be a good time to remember we do have a sprint button. Wait a minute, do we want to go up or do we... Oh. Damn it. Right, cool. We're making some semblance of progress, but we haven't smashed any of the thingies for a while. Oh my god. Okay. Ah, right, okay. Okay, great, cool. Right, so these things are usually in threes. What? We just sort of stopped suspended in the air. I guess that big drop is just for show. Oh my god, Lara. Oh, I'm about to go back down. What are these things for then? Lara, please do not do this to me. Right, where to next? So there should be, so this one's still attached. I don't climb up that and then make my way down there, do I? Genuinely can't remember because I certainly can't jump to anything from here. Oh no. Oh no, this could be a problem. Ah! Lara, for God's sakes, get round the corner. There's a nice sense of scale in this. I mean, I know a lot of people get a bit uppity about the lack of a boss battle. But, of course, the environment is Lara's enemy. I think this is probably the biggest disappointment, and I feel disappointed as well that we don't take Natalie out. You know, we the player don't get to do it, we just watch Lara do it. Well, unless you played the DLC, but I think the DLC is Xbox 360 only. And this is the PC version. You can tell by the shitty frame rate that my shitty laptop is just about struggling to manage. Oh, don't be so petty now, Amanda. This is hardly the time.
Killing the Midgard serpent. Thor dies from its venom anyway.
Not if you clear the corridor and get us out of here.
Out of juice, just like Bolivia. The good news is we saved the world. The bad news is now we're gonna die here. Huh, just like your mother.
What an absolute cow!
Wait.
Yeah, you deserve to just be left behind, Amanda. You notice Lara just runs
Mother
off and
must have
Amanda has
tried
to limp
use it
behind.
to escape, but didn't know how. If pulling out these artifacts always brings you here, what will happen if I'm already here?
Maybe you'll go to hell.
Damn it! I can't reach the sword. But you can.
What about you?
I can reach you if you hold out your hand.
You trust me?
We're out of time, Amanda.
God, they're really drawing out this suspenseful moment, aren't they?
Now!
So it's back to this, is it?
What? You think we're even?
Would killing me make us even?
I'm still not quite sure I know what Amanda's pissed about. I mean, is it still the whole "you left me to die" thing? Because I mean, Lara did try her best. Huh. Ah, the wee childhood drawings.
Goodbye, Mother. Rest in peace.
Of the way the wee classic theme kicks in there. Oh, and then it just stops. So there we have it, Tomb Raider Underworld. There is a deleted extra scene where Amanda and Lara are in the snow, and then Amanda tries to attack Lara. Was it? I don't think it was with the thingamajigger. I think she had like a rock of some kind she's going to smash Lara over the head with, and Lara shoots her in the leg and then just walks away and basically leaves her to die. But that would have been... I'm glad that that's not in the game, because that would be like the second time that, well, from Amanda's point of view anyway, the second time that Lara has basically left Amanda. So, you know, like, shoot, as if, you know, like, you're the bad guy in anything, you're not going to be stalked by something like that. So it would seem like Lara and Amanda would end up being stuck in this cycle of, you know, like, sort of just building hate. So I'm glad that they don't part on good terms, but they part on "I'm not going to try and kill you" terms. So I'm glad that they ultimately didn't go in that direction. So yeah, Tomb Raider Underworld. I mean, I would say it is one of my favourites in terms of the visuals. I think visually it's aged very well. The gameplay has... yeah, I mean, at times it's fine, and then other times it feels like Lara just veers off. You know, I think that the gameplay in Legend is just fine. I mean, again, for the, you know, the odd little veering off moments, you know, the Legend series has those issues, doesn't it? but it felt like Legend was fine, and then they had to keep tweaking it and tinkering it and fixing what wasn't broken, because I thought the gameplay and the combat in particular in Legend was really good, and then it just seems to have gone progressively downhill, because like the combat in this, and then like sort of just sometimes just navigating the environments is really difficult. Like something as simple as jumping onto a block, like I mean, yes, it's nice that they have all these fancy extra moves, and there's certain things that feel quite intuitive and all that, or feel kind of natural, but then they sort of mix up the sort of natural movements of Lara with more sort of acrobatic fancy stuff, and I felt quite often that's a hindrance to the gameplay, like when it comes to trying to do really simple little things, it felt a hindrance. But then at other times it's fine. Like I love the heavy use of the bike to travel around parts of the levels, especially the southern Mexico stuff. So it's kind of like, it feels in terms of gameplay like a very mixed bag, but I think the visuals really do help to, like good graphics aren't going to make a bad game good, but good visuals. If it's Underworld is not a bad game, not at all, but it does have its issues, and I think that when you've got some issues in the gameplay, sometimes things like the visuals and just the environment and the exploration can help to ease some of the pain. And this game I think it has aged brilliantly. Like I would say that coastal Thailand is a favourite. Southern Mexico I think is really great at like sort of having especially in the first section, the above ground section, just like that, so that moodiness of it I think is just wonderful, because it's not just enough to have good visuals, your visuals have to evoke a mood, and I thought the Southern Mexico did that very well. In terms of the story, I do like, I did find myself liking Alistair a lot more the last time I played Legend, because I feel like he and Lara, they're not the same, but they are kind of cut from the same cloth, I think. But there's somebody there whose nickname is Maxie because their surname's Gillette. I did end up liking him a lot more this time around, and then his death didn't it didn't impact me, but at the same time I did feel a bit bad for him that happened. And then the destruction of Croft Manor, as I said in a previous video, it's not just a simple case of being a building, like these old buildings are history, they are museums to the past, and if and so that building is a museum to Lara's past, and it's not a coincidence that we're climbing up. The game makes us climb up the fireplace where the painting of Lara's parents is burning. So there is a kind of darkness to this game, which is weird because usually it's the middle chapter of a trilogy that's the dark one, and then the third part is like the characters sort of making their way back to the light, for lack of a less cheesy way of putting it. It's kind of weird that this is the dark chapter of the trilogy, but really the way the game ends doesn't, I think certainly Lara gets closure in terms of her parents, in terms of like it's not so much that we see her getting back to that more positive place. It's sort of indicated that she's been able to put a chapter of her life behind her, and she's ready to move on now, and then along came the reboot trilogy and all the parental issues just came back. I do think that the way Shadow of the Tomb Raider ended, because they had another ending and then they patched it and put a new ending on it, and I do prefer the patched version because it does feel lighter, both in terms of visually, because even the lights of the design of the room changed, and the light coming into the room just felt lighter, but then also Lara did as well. And I think that probably was a better sort of way of ending. It actually shows you Lara on that positive place rather than just sort of hinting it, which I think the end of this game does. But you know, this, in terms of the story, in terms of the visuals, I really like Underworld. The gameplay is fine sometimes, but then other times it does kind of become a bit of a hindrance. And like I said, doing that final section there, it doesn't bother me that there wasn't a final boss battle. It bothers me that we watched Natla being taken out in a cutscene, because I think that you, the player, wants to do something like that. You know, it's like quick time events. You don't want to watch a character doing it, you want to be able to do it yourself. So that was a disappointment, but you know, the environment has always been Lara's adversary, more than people. You know, like that's always kind of been the thinking behind Tomb Raider from the beginning, that it's not the enemies, it's the environment. So the fact that we have basically an environmental boss battle, it doesn't bother me at all. I actually quite. I mean, once you get past, like, you know, again the environment kind of screwing you over, then I don't think that it's as much of a. I feel like once I got into the groove of it, that it got easier, and I you know, but yeah, I mean, it's just a shame that the controls are not what they could be in this game. It's a shame that aspect of it didn't get more of a polish or more of a refinement, because then, you know, I would not be sitting here thinking or saying to you, you know, yeah, this and this is good, but, you know, like, if it was just an overall, like the way I've started playing the Tomb Raider open brackets 2013 close brackets, and, you know, like the way that just feels like a really polished game, in a way that this game is just not quite lacking. It has it in terms of the visuals, but not in terms of the gameplay. But I would still rate Underworld as one of my favourites, because in terms of, you know, like the emotional impact of the story, I think pales in comparison to what they did in the reboot series, but I still remember it being very powerful for its time, you know, especially some of the moments when, you know, like Lara just gets really pissed off. I think that stuff was done really well for its time, so that impact has meant that I've still considered to think of this as one of my favourite Tomb Raiders. I think I did make a top 5 list the last time I talked about this. I think it was 1, 2, Last Revelation, Underworld and Rise. I think it was my top 5, and I'd probably still agree with that. I would still take this game over a lot of other ones. So yeah, that is us finished with Tomb Raider Underworld, and I am, like I said, I've started playing 2013. I'm having some issues with the sound because my PlayStation 4 makes such a racket, but I think I am managing to do something to turn those videos into something that won't, like, the sound won't distract too much. I mean, hopefully. So you'll need to give me a wee bit of a break. I've got other various little bits and pieces that I've been working on recently, so some of that's going to go up. So I just need a little bit of time to actually get that 2013 footage and make them into videos. So we will be starting a Let's Play Tomb Raider open brackets 2013 close brackets definitive edition in the near future, but there will be a little bit of a gap between this and the next Tomb Raider video, so hopefully you will join me then. So if you have been watching this Let's Play, thank you very much, and I will see you soon in Tomb Raider 2013.